What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I am back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Whew, thank you guys so much. Lots of views on this series. That makes me feel so much better about all the time and stuff I've been investing. I love Battle Brothers. I just want to make sure that everyone else at home loves it as much as I do. As is obvious, I am walking away from the Desolate Mausoleum. I've tried about another 5 or 6 times, just like that other fight I did against the Raiders. I couldn't do it. I have some Scramus axes in my inventory. I switched out to those in the hopes that I could get some decapitations. I took off the axe and the mace. Went for the Scramus axes. I got a couple good decapitations, but I just couldn't. It was just too much. With the Necromancer, the Fallen Hero, if one didn't get me, the other did. And the fight just became too difficult. Our brothers are just not well armed and armored enough to deal with them. If some of them had been just regular Wiedergangers, we might have had a shot. But the fact that they were all armored, it was just that little bit too much. So we're headed over here to, I think I know how I'm supposed to say this, but I don't want to get demonetized. So I'm going to back off from that. Hildebert. Bernhard the Veteran. Okay. We picked up a retired soldier in the last episode. We have Lars here, who's a Houndmaster. And another cheap apprentice. So not bad. I don't want any more militia. I'm trying to go for the better backgrounds. We're going to save up a little bit. I might take a second retired soldier if I got the chance. But it's just not necessary. So what we really need right now is food. So I'm going to pick that up. That gets us to 4 days. That's not quite enough. The prices here are sort of bad. Only sort of, though. We're not using a lot of ammunition, so I don't need to spend on that. Anything good? Lots of padded leathers we could pick up. Ooh, a nice, cheap, basic male shirt. I'm not going to pass that up. That's a good grab. And then weapons that we of course, can't afford. I just like to always look, because you never know. You might see some cool, new, rare weapon that you've never seen before. And here, frontliners get preferential treatment. And we'll hold that in our inventory for now. And we can sell off some of this other stuff. We don't need knives. I don't need a pitchfork. Sell one Scramus axe. We'll hold the other one. We've got 4 days worth of provisions. We need to take a fight, and we need to beat some location. Do I buy more food? Only 4 days worth. I don't really like that. We'll just get some roots and berries and be on our way. We need to go to Alslev, a humble village. Perhaps they'll have something for us to do. And maybe we can even find a fight along the way. We've never gone down this road. Okay. 9 Nexurs. I think we can beat them. We could include the first Erdfall company and guarantee it. But why share the experience? Why share the loot? As long as they don't have a bunch of high-level ones, we should be fine. Oh, they have one big boy. Okay. Good hit. As always, the strat to be very careful how we kill them. And I'm actually going to fall in with the group. What they're going to do is, I'm going to jump out here, and then the rest of them are going to ignore me and go to the group. The AI has gotten very good at doing that. So instead of trying to lone wolf it, we'll hug the group. That'll make everyone else safer. And it'll, you know, preserve the ability to first strike, which is what I value the most. See how they're hesitating to come in? Because they don't want to jump in and then have me beat them to death. Now, he's in between a tree. We'll see what's up. I am going to put a shot on him. Of course, that didn't do a lot of damage. We can shield wall. But I don't even think they're coming in this turn. I could jump in here and go for a line shot. I kind of like that. But one of the worst case scenarios for us is that this big boy eats us. We'll see what happens, though. The behavior on the level 3 Nexurs is pretty tricky. they don't always just go for the easy eating. Okay, a bit of a whiff. Alright, not liking all these continual whiffs. Could have gone for a stun there, might have been smart. But this is the turn where we get kills. Let's see what the big boy does. If he swallows someone, I'd much rather him... Unfortunately, sorry, Ospen. I'd much rather him get Ospen. And the day that I'm recording this, I think Ospen said it's his birthday. So happy birthday to you, man. God, it's swallowed. Okay. Well, that sucks. So what we're gonna... Damn, we missed everything. Go for the level 2 guy. What I was gonna say, what we're gonna do is kill these guys at the top and this guy right here. But neither of that happened. Go for the stun. We nailed it. Okay, good. And it even does a little bit of damage, so it's worth going for. My idea was to get these kills and then be in a good position to wrap around. Unfortunately, this guy who's near death has come and taken this spot. And I'm now very worried about Blowers. Okay, good. We were able to get him off of that. Yeah, let's lock him down. Very good. I'm going to jump in here. Lock him down. Okay, not quite a kill. Go for another stun. We nailed it. Tried it first. I didn't think we had the fatigue to finish. I can't quite get there, so I'm going to stay here. Yeah. I just don't want to give this ghoul here the opportunity to go and eat something and get bigger. Everyone else is basically locked down, though. Heater shield's going to protect us up here. We can throw down that. Not letting him get away. And we've nearly got the big boy down. Perfect. Call that good. And the last remaining forces are breaking. Down you go. Alright, so a somewhat tricky fight. We played it, I think, as good as we could. Understanding the way the AI works and the circumstances. The worst case scenario was that Ozymandias got eaten, and then the big guy walked away. Or then started slaughtering everyone else. But those were some well-placed stuns. If I do say so myself. And we'll go for a better surround here. If he tries to run, we'll get him. Finish him? Absolutely. Well done, everybody. And Sir Valdemar, we've got to change your name. I could have sworn I did it on my other computer, but I guess it didn't save. Weird. I thought for sure it was like, it would save cross. Maybe I just loaded a bad save. I don't know. Sir Valdemar is... he has a name. And we also have another name in the pool, Lothar. And I was thinking we would save that. But this is... Sir Eastwood... the Blind. Alright. There you go, buddy. And you get a pretty good character. A very solid character that should be with us for a long time. Colossus, as always, for survivability. Take a 3 there. Ooh. Okay. A 3 here. We got to get this up out of the negatives. It's going to take a while, but we can do it. Up to 20. And then here, we will also... Ospen gets Colossus as well. Excellent 4 roll. And we'll take both of these. That's fine. We'll get more opportunities to get fatigue later. And we'll certainly take it. Brawny, of course, is in our future. Let's go back to Alslev. Glad we were able to beat that company to that fight. So the next recruit is probably going to be Lothar as the name. If anybody out there has any name suggestions that you want to give, as always, just let me know. Not ever a big deal. We could grab this cheap hunting bow. The prices here to sell are not great. We'll hold on to our stuff. All we can make is an antidote and the taxidermist. We can see what this is, though. A desecrated crypt. Let's talk payment. Obtain the Elder Stone at the Desecrated Crypt. I'll do it. Ooh, looks like Ancient Dead. Anytime you hear like Crypt or whatever, you know it's going to be undead. But this is the Ancient Dead, I do believe. And I hope that we are strong enough to do this. It's not a very high-paying gig, so I'm hoping for mostly auxiliaries. I don't need to be fighting a ton of Legionnaires. And what we can do to alter our state of play a bit. Do something like this. Crossbow is of almost no use in the front line. This weapon is awesome, but I'm wondering maybe if it's just plain safer to go Scramasack Shield. Take this off for weight purposes. Yeah, I think that's okay. I want to go as wide as possible, and ranged weapons don't do anything versus the Ancient Dead. You send a few of the men into the ruins to find the Elder Stone. All of them return in a hurry, which is unusual as they have a strong inclination to dawdle about to eat up sunlight and earn an easy day's salary. Thankfully, one of them has the relic in hand. Unfortunately, they all look like they've seen a ghost. They need not explain the source of their horror as a group of skittering, armor-clanking undead emerge from the ruins and level their spears at your company. To arms! Alright. Tell me what you got, spear boys. Yeah, and it looks like a bunch of auxiliaries. Kind of as expected. But even still, they don't get tired. So we are going to fight on the high ground, and they are going to fight in the mud, if we can help it. Something like this. And we'll see what happens. Sometimes the AI gets smart. They don't want to fight in the water either. The murky water gives debuffs. I'm going to try and go around, perhaps. But the point I was making about them not getting tired, they'll stand and fight you in the swamp all day. And they won't get any less effective. But your men will start to suck pretty quickly. Just something to be aware of. Go that way. And we might as well help out Jacob. Use Jacob to help out Ozymandias, that is. And we'll step in here with whoever. Stepped right into a big surround. Should just be able to crush it. Alright, even the Scramasacks will do decent damage. Versus completely unarmored bony boys. We will wait. Because that should be an easy kill. Dang it, we stepped right in. What we don't want is for them to start like locking shields and shield walls. Man, a double miss, eh? Let's go for a round swing. And that was a nice double. I'll take it. And now we're the ones kind of on the outsides looking in. Jeez. Yeah, we'll step up. And I'll step in here too, because all we need is like 1 or 2 good hits. And we're good to go. So 3 left. This is a nice little payday for such an easy fight. And we should be able to make a decent amount of money off their weapons. They're not good weapons. Not at this stage. Missed an 83. We'll wait here. We've got rotation up. If we want to do something with that. Okay. Our surrounds are pretty solid. It shouldn't be much longer of a fight. It's a nice easing in to fighting against the Ancient Dead. If your first experience fighting them is fighting a bunch of Legionnaires, you will quickly come to hate this particular enemy. Even now, like once they shield wall, we just can't hit them. And down they go. And we get a level on Charles for our efforts. Very good. Ancient household helmets aren't terrible if you get them early enough. But these weapons are all bad. And we shall sell them. As we are sell swords. And the Elder Stone will be returned. Here, yeah, I guess we'll just go. You know what? We need to get rally the troops. That was the next order for Charles. And I was also heavily considering using him as a lightly armored guy. We'll take that 4. And I'm tempted here to take this 6 in initiative. Because if I'm going to go for dodge and nimble, then we're going to need those 2 things to be as high as possible. And I'm into it. I think we're going to get dodge pretty quickly. And start getting him leveled up that way. And it serves a couple different purposes. Whenever you diversify your armor types in your roster, what you do is you eliminate competition for really heavy and expensive armors. Because you might come across an armor at a certain point of the game that's, you know, extremely valuable. One of the best armors in the game, you know, pound for pound, is a set that's like amazing, but really just for archers in the late game. Or fencing bros. I used it in one of my Let's Plays to great effect. But it's of no use to anyone who has to wear heavy armor due to Battleforged. But by diversifying, it makes it an amazing pickup for someone else, instead of just kind of an all-around bad pickup. The prices here are hard to tell. I don't think I have anything that's worth a straight 100. But we can always fix this back up. Actually do like that. All that good. Bring them back. Alright. Do we want to sell? I don't mind selling. This helmet, I think, is better than something we have. We want to get the gold back up, just in case we see a good character that we want to bring in. He can wear this helmet. Just fine. And then we can switch these 2 out as well. Oh man, let me guys tell you about something that happened today. Jesus, it's kind of sad. I went to see Knives Out. Today was my wife's day off, and we decided to go to the movies. And we went to see Knives Out, and it was awesome. It was a good movie. Lots of good acting. The writing was well done. And for a mystery movie, like a murder mystery type movie, it didn't do the one thing that I really hate when murder mystery movies do, which is when, instead of outsmarting you and out-tricking you, and the truth was in front of your eyes the whole time, you just missed it, misdirection, like the really fun things that good magicians do. Ooh, Rainer. We could get a wild man in here. I don't hate that. Name him Luther. Ugh, I'll think about that. Instead, it gave you a well-crafted, thought-out story. It was entertaining. It was, like I said, well-written. It was fun. But we went to see it at a place called Alamo Drafthouse. It's like an adult, mostly an adult-only theater. You know, they serve alcohol, you order food, and it's a big deal there. They tout this all the time, that you're not allowed to talk. And trying to do some quick math. Yeah, I want to save room for more. Man, do we get a wild man? That seems fun. We could try him, but if he sucks, I'll be kind of mad because he's sort of expensive. Story on pause. Let's grab Rainer. Civilization is a stain, one prolonged arming of every next generation to better battle the ultimate enemy, Mother Nature herself. Maybe it was spurned love, or maybe just war, but Rainer has spent the last decade far from the rest of mankind. Wounds, old and fresh, dot his already modeled body. And they are not superficial. This man has been fighting something fierce in the wild. Alright, man, you're in. You're too cool. He sounds a little bit like the Unabomber. But, we'll take him, I guess. Anything good here? Swift. +5 range defense. Very cool. He's naturally swift and agile, has an easier time dodging incoming projectiles. His stars are in defensive stuff. His melee skill is not terrible. His HP is pretty high. Hard to tell what his fatigue is because he's not actually using any real gear. We got to get him some other gear. We'll just hold him in the back for now. Or you know what? We could just give him a big weapon to swing. Hook him up with Colossus. Happily take that. I'll take that. And then I'll take a 2 in melee skill. Okay, and we'll get him a helmet soon. Don't need any wooden sticks. But anyway, guys, to kind of like wrap up my story, there were these 2 older women next to us who were like drinking heavily, and they were kind of drunk. And there's a big, like, they put a big emphasis on no talking. And if someone's talking and they're annoying you and they're not respecting the kind of the rules of the place, you're supposed to like write down on a card, The people come, they ask them, please, you know, they're polite. They tell you, please stop talking. And it's not a big deal. But no one was coming for service. These two ladies were sitting right next to me, and they were talking the entire time. They started talking from the moment we sat down, like in the previews starting, all the way through the first like 30 minutes of this like very dialogue heavy murder mystery movie that has a lot of things you're trying to follow. And I just kind of looked over at them. I was like, excuse me, guys. Y'all have been talking since the beginning of this movie. Would y'all mind being quiet? And they started screaming. It was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I just looked at them. I was like, y'all are two grown women. Like, behave yourselves. And they got so mad, they stood up and started screaming like profanities at me and moved down a couple seats. It was so stupid. And then one of the women gets up. I could describe her to you, but I think you could already picture what they look like. I'm not going to go into detail because it almost would sound political. But just imagine them, and this is what they look like, if you know what I mean. But she gets up and just starts screaming. She goes to tattletale to one of the managers that I was rude to her, and the guys come over, and I'm just like, look, man, I think they're a little drunk. They haven't stopped talking since the beginning of the movie, and I politely asked them to stop, and they've been kind of freaking out ever since. And they were like, oh yeah, they've been in here before. But it was just annoying to me because I was like, what's the point of having like this rule, you know, in this adults only theater if no one enforces anything? It just didn't make sense to me. And we just left after the credits. I wasn't interested in getting into any kind of weird altercation with some older ladies who were almost certainly drunk. But just an uncomfortable thing that happened to me today. And luckily, the movie was so good, it wasn't really ruined for me. The experience of it all. Now, I was hoping to find some like cheap helmet. I kind of just sold one of these. These are none of the helmets I'm looking for. Do I just buy a full Akaton cap? Nah, we're going in all natural. We're going to steal another helmet. We're supposed to look for skeleton mountains around the regions of the wildlands to the south. I think these are the wildlands here. So we're going to go out into the wilderness a little bit. Whoa, what happened? Civilization is no place for a wild man like Raynor, and he quickly proves it. Apparently the damn man went crazy while in his shop and thrashed the whole place. Or trashed it. As the story goes, he just walked in and started taking things. Not quite understanding the social norms of paying for goods. The shop owner then came after him with a broom, trying to shoo the man out of his store. Believing the broom a monster, the wild man proceeded to go completely crazy. Judging by the reports, it was quite the commotion, up to and including shite throwing. Now, the shop owner is in your face, demanding compensation for the damage done. Apparently, he's wanting 600 crowns. I don't have 600 crowns to just give. Behind him, a few town militia stand with very watchful eyes. I don't know how any of this works. I'm pretty sure if I say this ain't our problem, we kill some militia and then Lighterstead doesn't like us. That seems to me the logical reaction. I could just pay 600, but I don't know what this entails. But either way, I can't afford to pay. This is not my problem. Yeah, I can't pay for it because I don't have that much money. I'd be near broke. You push the shop owner away, telling that you owe nothing. When he jumps forward again, your hand definitely moves to the pommel of your sword, stopping the man in one swift motion. He raises his hand up, nodding as he backs off. A few townspeople see this and skirt by, trying to avoid your gaze. The militiamen notice, but they seem uncertain whether to take action or not. To hell with your shop. Yeah, they probably don't like us much. They're cold towards us. And if we look in our faction relations, we're still neutral, but our reputation could go bad. I think that's one of those events where that could definitely happen. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. But we'd have been down to 782 crowns. Can't have that. But anyway. Yeah, my little movie-going story. What an uncomfortable thing to have happen. Just grown adults not knowing how to behave. Mini Reavers can't beat that. Not at all. It might be like right here. But I don't mind taking a second to explore a bit. Yeah, I don't want to go up. Let's go this way. I feel like it's right here. And if we could get up on the mountain, if it's anywhere near here, we should be able to see it in the daytime. There we go. Time to head back. We could also try and take this fight. Some auxiliaries and some ancient legionnaires. Ancient Legionnaires have good weapons and armor if you can salvage them. We'll try. This could be a tough fight. Ozymandias will need to carry the brunt of the load. Okay, so, oh no, there's 12 of them. And there's a lot more Legionnaires than I would like. We don't even have a helmet. That's so bad. Okay. Well, we're going to move over. Make room for our boys. And then we're going to put Ozymandias on the tip. Yeah, like one hit to the head and he's dead. That was so dumb. I should have just bought the helmet. Spent 100 gold. I didn't expect to be in this level of fight, though. We can always leave Ozymandias out here. I just think they're going to completely ignore him. I can lock down 3 of these guys, though, right now. That might be worth it, especially if I can kill some of them. But I'm expecting a big shield wall now. And we might not even be able to get past that. See what happens. We're going to move Blowers here, and then we're going to put Rainer behind him. Put some damage on that armor. Sadly, I'm very ill-prepared for this fight. I was too busy talking and not playing. That happens. We got to get some kills early. Thin out these numbers. Yeah, expecting them all to shield wall attack. Come on, guys. Don't fail me. Okay, double attack means no shield wall. We've got a good round swing on some low ground people, but a round swing is definitely not going to kill a Legionnaire. Yeah, Blowers seems like he's in a rough spot. We got 58, 63. Go for it. Go for it again. Nice. 3 down on the first turn from Ozymandias. Might be just what the doctor ordered. Okay, we whiffed there. I could go get in their faces. I wish he had a good helmet and was a little bit more leveled. Let's move in here in case anyone goes around. We'll go here for a better surround. This is going to be super obnoxious. At the very least, we have rotations that we can use. Alright, let's break his shield. Wow, we didn't even break the shield. Alright. 29. 54, we miss. Very weak attacks. Alright, at least that hit the armor. And I'm going to try and shield wall right here. Damn. Two direct attacks to the shield and we didn't break it. Feels bad. We've got to get Ozymandias winning up. Oh, no. Okay, it's going to take a rotation now. But I think Ozpin's the only one we can... Does Ozpin have rotation? I'm not 100% on that. We're going to go up and around. Probably should have done that last turn. Get that rotation here. And we finally broke the shield, but fat lot of good it's going to do us. We'll just step in here for the better surround. We're going to rotate here. But we have no weapons. Let's rotate here. This is the most dangerous spot. Oh, nice. They gave me the freebie. I please get the kill, and we do. Alright, and Raynor did not take that hit. Come on, Ospen. There you go, you lucky son of a gun. And we should be able to finish this guy as well. Tempted to ignore him for now and just keep moving. I'm going to keep Blowers. Oh, man, I don't really want to keep him there. But I don't want him to be in range of these pikes, is the dilemma. I'll hold off. Damn, a hit from that weapon would be amazing. Our chances to hit shouldn't be terrible. We've got a 4-man surround. That's a 64 we're missing. I think we'll rotate here. So we can actually join that fight, get our crossbowman out of there, let him load up. Not surprised to see him take that shot. I'm not going to go for any more shield hacking because they didn't serve us very well last time. If we just hit this guy, we'll be doing great. Yeah, that'll finish him. Perfect. Just don't kill the wild man with the lucky shot. That's all I ask. And he finished himself. Awesome. I'm about to teach you guys a dirty word I learned in Russian a long time ago. It's like a word. Did I go down this road? I don't know. In language training, sometimes you'll stumble across words that mean different things in different languages. And one of the words we all learned was to complete something, to finish. And obviously that can have sexual connotations. But there's an ending in the Russian language that's basically saying to do something yourself. This is kind of a weird conversation I'm going down. But we all kept saying this phrase because we had just learned the grammar that went behind it, and we didn't understand that we were saying a bad, not necessarily a bad thing, but our teachers were a bunch of young women and they were all blushing, and we didn't understand what we were saying. But what we were basically saying was to, you know what I'm saying. I could say the word, but I don't want to say the word. But it's to finish, basically. But to finish oneself is kind of how the translation is. Get this good surround here. Come over here. So no one's dead. Yet. Very surprised. And it looks like we're going to make it through this fight with no casualties, which is incredibly surprising. I am surprised, however, that we missed a 95% chance to hit, as I always am whenever that happens, because it seems to happen quite often nowadays. Let us never do that again. Okay, we just missed a 78. One down. Thank you. Too stubborn to die. I'm not sure what that achievement is. Huh. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I'll probably look it up while I'm talking. But we picked up 4 levels from that. Any good loot. Yeah. We got a bunch of helmets. We got the Legionnaire helmets, which are the ones you really want. They're the 130s. We also picked up an Ancient Coffin Shield. We got 2 of those. Good defenses. They're basically like weak kite shields. They're just a little bit better than your standard shields. They just have really poor durability and they're heavy. We also got some ancient swords. Yeah, not bad. And a little bit of gold. These have minus vision of 2, which isn't a huge deal. Pick that up. Too stubborn to die. I'm trying to think of what that could mean. Travel back to Laterstead. And before we do that, we're going to go ahead and divvy up some of this good gear. But at least now we freed up a bunch of helmets. So that's cool. It's a 110. It's a 105. Okay, good stuff. We don't need those. Those are 95s. And then here, it's a 120, but it's very heavy. Let's give it to Charles. Or you know what? No. Let's not give that to Charles. Let's give it to Rainer here. Ooh, totally forgot to change his name. Lothar. The Wild. Certainly proved that when he, like, his first active duty in our company was to go and wreck a bunch of stuff. And we definitely need to give a weapon here. Whatever it is. We could give him an ancient sword. Sure, we'll let him hold an ancient sword for now. We'll use one of those shields instead of the standard ones. And then let's head on back. Alright, so our ambition was fulfilled because we killed at least 12 units in a single fight. Alright. Who dares stand against us now? Hopefully no one. I wasn't expecting to get a wild man, but that's just kind of like too fun of a grab. It's going to lead to some unique interactions, perhaps. And I don't usually grab wild men. I think they're just one of those kind of middle-of-the-road things that you can skip. They have great stats, but as we've already seen, they can often have really bad events. And I don't know of any, like, good events with a wild man. Is there anything that I need right now? Our gear's still in pretty decent shape. The prices for selling are quite good. So we are going to get rid of everything. Perfect. And we're back up to some decent gold. This is not the right time to grab a falcon, I don't think. I like to have a falcon in every build that I do. It's just a really good value pickup. Giving yourself tactical, superiority by knowing exactly what's on the battlefield and positioned where at the beginning of the fight can determine how you deploy. It certainly determines where I deploy, that's for sure. Follow the tracks. Got it. Golden Talisman. Got it. You know what I haven't been doing, really, is checking the tavern for news. Yeah, nothing good. Alright, let's just get out of here. That's sometimes worth it. Gotta follow the tracks this way. They'll tell you where secret loot is, if you've never, if you're new to the game. Sometimes they'll tell you, hey man, I heard a story about a dude with a rare piece of armor at this place to the west, and then you go and you find it, and you get the rare piece of armor. So, I would love to get our first bit of unique loot. So this is some thugs and a couple poachers, perhaps. Yeah, not a big deal. Man, we're really looking ragtag in this gear. Let's go for their back line. Our odds of hitting are a little bit worse, but they're probably the more annoying of the threats to us. Everyone stays still, I think, except for Aussie, who I'm going to send out and hope that they surround him. And we're too close for Lone Wolf to proc. That's worth knowing. We have to accept that sometimes. It'd be better if he was in this position. I maybe could have gotten to that position, but I had a feeling that if we stepped here, we'd get the surround. And we don't need Lone Wolf to have max rolls on chances to hit, which is all I really care about. Defensively, they shouldn't be able to touch him anyway. His defenses are quite high. Come on, just one more body steps in here. Try and get that kill. Alright, let's go for the line shot, and then the line shot. That was pretty brutal. And they tried to stun me. So 3 men dead, as you would expect. And now the rest of this crew is looking pretty paltry. Man, another hit there would have been a dead man. There we go. Freaking them out a little bit more. Letting them come to me in the snow, tire themselves out. We just hang out. They get tired. Are you going to go for the stun? He did not. Brave man. There's always a chance we could get this kill. And then we'd free ourselves up. You know what? I don't really want him to escape. But I don't think he will. Let's step in here. Nice. Alright, I expected to get all 3 kills and we didn't, but that's alright. It would have looked a lot cooler. Now I'm worried about him running, so we're going to step in and try and prevent that. You mess with the bull, you get the stick. Perfect. And that should be a super dead man. Alright. Easy fight, easy gold. No big deal. Mentally, though, I think I'm still on that whole stupid movie thing. Like, stuff like that can really ruin my whole day. Because I try my best to be nice to people, but I'm definitely not a passive-aggressive person. So when someone like that, just these kind of crazy women are mean to me, I'll say it like that. They're picking on me. No, but they're just nasty, really, for no reason. It bugs me. Kind of lose a little bit of faith in humanity. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. We'll take that 5 there. I kind of want to take this 3 in range defense. And can I pass up an even 100? I don't think so. Let's do it. Bam. Even 100. If we can't hit it, no one can. And what are we going for here? These last 2 points are perhaps the most crucial. I like Headhunter. I like Fearsome against human opponents. Causes resolve checks. You can just insta-route people, which makes it even easier to kill them. Duelist here. No, that's not. Go into a killing frenzy. All kills increase the damage by 25% for 2 turns. Does not stack. Killing frenzy could be good. I also often love getting Indomitable, which grants 50% damage reduction and immunity to being stunned. I find this to be especially helpful when you're fighting greenskins and they're trying to like stun you. A lone wolf is useless if they can be stunned. Now there's a necklace you can get from killing greenskins which makes you immune to that. But I have a lot of use for Indomitable in my Let's Plays. I'm leaning towards this right now. Steel Brow and Adrenaline. Recover rather is also okay. But I've proven, I think, to myself on many occasions that Recover is often quite useless. I've tried to establish best case scenarios of when I should recover, and most of the time, to me, it's still correct to swing or do something entirely different. So my options here are to go offensive or defensive. It's kind of how I break it down in my mind. Are there any good traits, other traits that I could consider? Fast adaptation. But missing is never really going to be our problem. I like Adrenaline a lot. Could, honestly, like I said, I think I've said this before, but I've seen people take Gifted and just get another big roll. Just max rolls. Not sure exactly what gaps I would fill. Probably grab some range defense, some more fatigue, and more melee defense. But right now, I'm leaning towards Indomitable and Killing Frenzy. That gives me one very defensive trait and one very offensive trait. And once we're using a greatsword, having our damage potential go up by another 25% should be pretty devastating. It'll mean one-shot kills on most enemies. We could also go... Ooh, and I didn't even consider this. I totally forgot to think about this. Sword Mastery. Master the art of sword fighting and using your opponent's mistakes to your advantage. Skills build up 25% less fatigue. And Split and Swing gave a plus 5% chance to hit. instead of a minus chance to hit. That's pretty important because it feeds into our reach advantage. But like I said before, we're at 100 melee skill. Our chance to hit shouldn't really be the issue. Now I might come back to that. I might sit on that for a second and debate. Daniels, excellent roll, my friend. That's also a very good roll. And as of now, your resolve is fine. Let's just grab a 4. I think a 4 here is cool. That's going to give me 5 more hit points. And then I've been grabbing rotation on everyone. I think that's still a good idea. He's our second source of rally. So whenever I see a chance to get him big resolve, I could have taken it there. But I like getting up to 80 HP. 71's my minimum, but I don't mind going up higher when I get really poor defensive rolls. If I'm going to get a 1 or a 2 in these, then sometimes 5 HP is, in my mind, very equivalent. Let's take rotation. The big prize is Battle Forge. That's what we're working towards right now. And then student there is a no-brainer. Excellent 3. Glad to see at least a 3 there. And I'm going to take this 4 over the fatigue. And we're closing in on that 71. And that's Eastwood. Pardon me, Sir Eastwood. We're going to take student there. Boom. Nice. And here's kind of a similar issue. What to take on Blowers? Take that 3. Happily take a 5 and resolve, and I think I'll just go for some more fatigue. Big numbers. Very big numbers. And for him... Was I attempting to potentially build him out as a two-hander? I'm trying to remember. Or was that Ozpin? I think our Squire is the one. Yes, he's the one I was going to build into a two-hander. I think if Blowers is going to stay a shield bro, then Shield Expert would be good for him just to pick it up now. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That locks him into using shields. I'm okay with that. Some of our characters will 100% be using shields. And here, man, what do we do? I think right now I'm leaning towards Sword Mastery, Indomitable. I think that's the right call. That gives us a little bit of everything. It gives us less fatigue build up, better chances to hit, right? Those two things in and of themselves are great. And this gives us damage reduction and immunity to being knocked back, stunned, or grabbed. Which also, yeah, I'm going to grab this. I've had so many times fighting Unhold where this has been huge. And then Sword Mastery. So he's just going to be much more efficient. Much tankier, much more efficient. Indomitable can save your life when you're facing a group of Unhold. I like it. Those may not be the most optimal choices, but they're the ones I made and I'm sticking with them. No idea what we're fighting here. This is where a falcon would come in handy. Goblins! Ugh, I hate fighting goblins without range superiority, which we have. Which we do not have. Which, I was going to say, which we lack in spades. But in the forest, goblins are at their weakest. Because we have a lot of cover that we can get against any type of range shenanigans. And if we can cover this ground quickly, we'll step in here. Go for some big AoE. Yeah, you gotta expect them to have some ranged units. Good kill. Let's step in, close that gap. Okay. Just don't get lucky. That's all I ask for. Minimize the luck. I was kind of looking for a second. I haven't seen a champion unit in so long. I almost forgot they were a thing. Alright, nets. Nets are... Okay. Alright, that's enough nets. Ow. Okay. I'm going to break out of there. And I'm going to go up and try and chase this dude. Step in here, take a shot. Step in here, get the kill. Alright. Try and get our buddies out of the nets. That didn't work. Alright. Okay, that hurt pretty bad, but we didn't get the one in front of us who's using that shield wall. I was tempted here to shield wall with Eastwood, because he's in a triple surround. Aim shots are quite dangerous. Man, they're nailing me in these nets. We got to get out of them. We wasted a lot of time trying to get out of the nets. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Come on, Shield, do your work. They go for the attack. He's going to leave him vulnerable, and then we should just be able to finish him. Damn. Alright, freak him out. Keep freaking him out. Break free. He's going to use footwork and probably just get away. The range units are the ones that are the sketchiest for us. This guy's dead. So they're just going to get some more pot shots. Okay, he's going to stand and fight. I don't know if that's a wise move. A heater shield plus falchion is pretty good anti-goblin weaponry. There we go. Keep going down here. Just get that kill and start moving towards him. Get a shield slightly in front of Charles. Ow. Okay, Charles, you gotta back up. Yeah, wasn't expecting to hit that shot, but we'll move back with Charles. We caught him. I'm not sure if we'll catch another guy. Damn. So close. Oh, we got him. Alright. Once again, though, footwork. They could just easily walk away. Yeah, as they will. Dang. Oh, no. Well, Eastwood's in a tough spot. Yeah, you just keep running. We'll try and get the heck out of there with him. Alright, good. Locked him down. Just keep them away from my boy Eastwood. He can't shoot anymore. This is a half-decent source of cheap bows. Considering we don't really have any yet. Goblin weaponry is pretty crappy. But they do have good pikes. You can use their bolas. They're not bad. And it's over. I don't want to risk getting Battle Brother killed. But good little fight we just kind of took on a whim there. We get a silver bowl and some amber for our trouble. Heavy spike bolas. We get a cruel falchion, which is a decent weapon. Can replace that ancient sword we've got on someone. And then a bunch of knives. Sword, dagger, hybrids. And a stack of arrows, actually. That's good. That'll replace all the ones we've used in the last few battles. Yep, let's get that. Boom. Boom. Either a 4 or a 3, and I'm going to go for this 4. Because as I said, I think Ozpin's going to end up being a two-hander. Having a little bit more HP on a two-hander, I value. I really do value having good range defense too, because you're going to be out there with no shield. Lothar here. Hook him up. Minus 15% experience gain. Very important to counteract that with student. I think here we'll just go 3, 3, and 3. He'll suffer a little bit on the offensive stats, but I'm not going to take a 1 roll. I've seen very good players take 1 rolls though. I don't quite agree with it. But what that means is I usually end up with better rounded characters than they do, but their characters are sometimes more efficient at one thing. So there's definitely a trade-off. Let's say we'll get the company back to 12 men. We're well on our way, only 4 more pickups. But our pickups are going to be expensive, so maybe that wasn't the best choice. But it won't be that long. We're keeping it pretty elite for now. Let's see, I don't remember if I got anything I wanted. Yes, Cruel Falchion here. And then, as I talked about, we could go throwing weapons on Jacob, but he's our only ranged guy right now. And that's been pretty valuable. It kind of just tricks the AI into moving into situations they otherwise would just hang back in. And now we're going to go off to Wolfenfest. It's a stone citadel, so they're not going to have any quests for us. But we might get ambushed along the way by some barbarians here. I saw 10, and if it's just thralls, I'm happy to take that fight. We took a good bit of damage. We could just swap out our armor. Let's go get them. Might be too easy of a fight to pass up. I don't like that they just ran me halfway across the world, though. Okay. How good is he doing? Not terrible. A little bit of support and he should be fine. Especially if we can get this dog off of him. That hit would have been crucial. I'm not stepping in on them. They're going to have to step in on me. I will step in there. Lock them down that way. You know what? I will step in here. And it's because I see a line swing coming in. And I think it's going to be, like, amazingly efficient. And what we did essentially was give ourselves a 3-man surround here. And like a a 1-man surround here. Yeah, and he's going. So we can now step in here and stop him from throwing. Very good. Nice efficient plays. I'm not stepping that way. I'm going to step here. Towards the safety of the group. Yep, you're still in danger. Like, oh god, man, I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. Become a funny meme. Man, what's his name? I'm old, y'all. I don't watch Simpsons for a long time. I'll forget all the characters. Ralph? Is it Ralph? Yeah, Ralphie. He goes, haha, I'm in danger. Need to get a two-hander on him. Something like a bill hook would be ideal. All good hits. And thralls, yeah, we well outclass thralls now. Our league is something more akin to raiders, orc young, legionnaires in small numbers. Man, of course they go for Eastwood. And that was worth it. 3 levels. And more stuff we can sell. Cool. Even some bundle of throwing axes. I'm probably going to hold on to that. That's a good pickup for us. Go back over here. And towards Wolfenfest. Some of you in the comment section have been letting me know how your Lone Wolf campaigns have been going. And I just want you to know I'm pretty interested in that. If you don't mind typing it out. There's definitely more than one way to skin a cat, as the saying goes. And not everyone's strategies in these opening days are the same. Ooh, it looks like orcs. Oh, it's goblin raiders. I don't really want to fight more goblins. Huh. Yeah, if they chase me, I'll fight them, but like... Are we healed up enough for that? I didn't even level yet. Yeah, let's do the levels first, before I get caught out. Brawny for him, he needs that. 3, 3. And I'll take this 2. I don't like it. What was the HP a 3? No, okay. Boom. And at least we're back in the positives now. Really bad injury, pierced leg muscles. Let's hope it doesn't get infected. That would be rough. And then Brawny here for Charles. And we'll probably get Fortified Mine as well and send his resolve into like the stratosphere. He keeps getting these 4 rows in ranged. I'm going to go for more initiative. This will make way more sense once he's in like some beautiful light armor. And no one can hit him because his dodge is ridiculous. Yeah. That's, well, were we going to put, let me see. Were we going to put him in light armor? I think so. I think so. And if that's the case, then we need to go dodge now. We can either make him a heavy, like, billman and heavy armor, which is very, very strong. Or we can keep him light. That's not to say he can't wear some decent, like, 210 type armor. But he's never going to want to go, like, above that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Battle Forged. He's not an archer. Though he very well could be. Yeah, I'm going to stick to that. Man, these raiders really want to get wrecked. We could pull in these traders. Oh, no. No! The humanity. Any good recruits here? Nope. Don't really want to bring in deserters. And check out the armor. Yeah, Champion's Heraldic Bassinet. Really good helmet. Very light for how strong it is. Nothing else I need. What is the prices like here? Quite good. We should sell. And I think this will be it for today, guys. We got a lot of stuff done. Get rid of that figurine. Sorry, Bear Hats, you gotta go. I'll sell off the coffin shield. Don't need that. I might hold on to these two because we're gonna get an archer eventually. And when that day comes, I'm gonna sell the bolas as well. When that day comes, I'm going to be happy to have some quivers I can just load up. And that puts us up to 3,500 gold. That is quite a bit. We could do some lessons for Lothar. Let's do that. To kind of counterbalance his poor experience gain. I think that's a good idea. And we're slowly but surely kind of starving to death. Get our food and everything back up. Now's a good chance to take a falcon, but I think what I'm going to do before we leave for today, one more thing. Oh man, we can pick up a fencing sword and start building towards that on our retired soldier. No, we're not doing it. We've already settled in. He is our bannerman sergeant. Give me a Bardage. If I had a secondary two-handed weapon that could hit multiple enemies like this longsword, I would already give it to Blowers. But sadly, I do not. Let's go to Tonnerstead and see if there's anyone there we can recruit. And Tonnerstead is an actual city, so we don't have to worry about not being able to get a contract. Let's say there's a guy there who's like 3K or 2,500. As long as we get a contract, we can pick him up and, you know, get it done. Okay, there are contracts. Lots of apprentices. Come on, just give me one guy. Dang it. They have 2 more Bright characters. I did say I wanted to get an apprentice, and Bright is probably good. Yeah, the prices here for this longsword are quite cheap, but great swords are where it's at. Let's see what this contract is before we leave. He wants us to travel. Maybe when we're done. And that'll be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We got some stuff done. I got some stuff off my chest from a weird day. And, yeah, just as always, guys, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And I will see you in the next one, y'all. Take care.